Born in Cape Town, Craig Barry began his rugby career while attending Paul Roos Gymnasium and playing for Marties in the Varsity Cup. We recently sat down with the 29-year-old to hear where his love for rugby started and how he became a Cheetah.
So my love for rugby started from a young age. I can't recall really. I was still a chokerkie. I used to go with my dad to the Tigerberg Rugby Club in Ravensmead, and we were there mostly every Saturday, my father being a referee. So I would travel a lot with him every Saturday. So that's where my love for rugby really started, being next to the field, kicking the balls back to the players, and just sharing in the game. I had a long journey in Cape Town, playing age group level at Western Province and then playing Marties Varsity Cup and then excelling from there to play Western Province Currie Cup and Super Rugby at the Stormers. And then I got the invite to come to the Cheetahs in 2017 as a lone player. And I didn't think twice because all the people here in Bloemfontein were so welcoming and I felt so at home. And that's why that made my decision a lot easier later to join the Cheetahs on a permanent basis. And it's just the wonderful people within Bloemfontein and how everyone makes you feel at home here in Bloemfontein. It has to be my father because he was involved with the game for many years as a player and also as a referee. And he has always pushed me, to be the best I can be. And he has driven me around the country for whatever tournament I had to participate in. And he was my main motivator to become a professional player myself. And he shared that love with me for the game. And that's how my love for the game grew. A player that I really look up to within South Africa has to be Roscoe Speckman, for his professionalism and also the X factor on the field. And I really enjoy working with him and also learning from him, to be a true professional. Within the world, I go a bit way back as Christian Cullen, his evasive running, his skills that he possessed. I don't think there's a player that have come close to him, especially at fullback, that can take him off his pedestal. I think it has to be every time, you run out for the Cheetahs, that the style of play actually suits my game as an individual and also how the players play for each other. It started to become less and less within the professional environment where a guy next to you has to play for you, in order for you to do well. And also to play as a collective and as a team every Saturday because as the game advances and it's becoming professional, there's a lot of personal accolades that becomes involved with that. So the Cheetahs really resembles that factor of family and environment where you play for each other and want to achieve a lot. There's actually a story behind that specific game as well. That Saturday, I had to be at my brother's wedding, and my only brother. And I couldn't make it that Saturday because I was selected, playing for the Cheetahs. And it made it so extra special that Saturday to be able to play and be committed to my work and environment. And that try just topped it all off. I still can't explain how it happened. It was just one of those freakish moments on a rugby field where everything just bounced your way and the cap opened and I went straight through. A wonderful individual, very competitive. I've come a long path with him since Varsity Cup and Marties. As I said, he's a really competitive individual and he always strives to be the first at everything. Not the best, the first at everything. So he's a really great human being and especially looks out for other individuals. So he's really focused on your individual growth as a human being, which makes it extra special. He loves to see you advance. He loves to see you grow as well, which makes it really special. Oh, there's a lot of things that I'm involved with, but something that's dear to my heart is serving other people. And we're currently busy serving different communities within Bloemfontein. Going through this very rough pandemic where people were really touched, we serve the community through the Be the Difference Foundation, where we look at other people and their circumstances and we provide meals and also other resources to assist people, to get through this difficult COVID-19 pandemic. So my nickname is something that came with me since primary school and it's stuck ever since. So wherever I've played and whatever team I've been involved with, I've kept that nickname, which is Kraker, so which means a crack in the wall. Since a young age, I used to run cracks in the defense. I would join from the fullback and just break through the defense, and that's the nickname I've received and it's stuck ever since. I think it's the camaraderie, that you receive from other players and the different people you meet along the journey. And also the different destinations that you travel. I think rugby brings you to a place where there's no other sport, besides maybe soccer, that can bring you to different places and let you meet different people. And I think that's lifelong friendships, you know. Once the day that you stop playing rugby, rugby might be taken away, but that friendships and that camaraderie will never be taken away. So my plans for life after rugby is to stay involved within rugby, whether it's through coaching, whether it's through development, whether it's through assisting players, you know. My biggest passion after rugby is to assist others and bring others through the ranks with the different environments that they are in, and for them to not use it as a crutch to lean on, but to use it as an opportunity to become, you know, better rugby players and true professionals.
Wow!